Please be seated.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you all here today. In doing so, I wish to acknowledge that the campuses of the University of Sydney are located on the lands of our First People. It is with deep respect for our Indigenous past that I acknowledge the Gadigal, Gundungurra and Djurak peoples and their custodianship of these lands. This ceremony has been arranged in order to confer degrees upon and award diplomas and certificates to those who have fulfilled all the conditions required of them by the statutes of the university.
Would all candidates for admission to a degree or the award of a diploma or certificate please stand? Chancellor, I certify that all candidates whose names appear in the printed program have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the degree, diploma or certificate which they are to receive.
In the name of the Senate and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present to the degree or award you the diploma or certificate to which you are entitled. Some are unable to be present today, and I admit them to the degree or award them the diploma or certificate to which they are entitled in absentia.
Please be seated.
Chancellor, I present candidates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences whom you've admitted to degrees and to whom you've awarded diplomas or certificates. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Helena Mohamed Varke for her thesis Palm Oil and Regional Integration in Southeast Asia, Patronage Politics, ASEAN and the Persistence of Transboundary Haze. Yiling Sharon Kwa for her thesis Far from Crippling, Divorce, Individualization and Personal Communities. Yelena Nikolayevna Zabortseva for her thesis Equilibrium of Strategic Interests, Stages of Kazakhstan-Russia Relations from 1991 to 2008. For the degree of Master of Philosophy, Matthew Bryce Hatton. For the degree of Executive Master of Public Administration, Vishwa Nadan. For the degree of Master of Development Studies, pass with merit, Nicole Louise Munns. For the degree of Master of Development Studies, Rachel Marie Christie. Yintao He. Martin Ralph. Luz Andrea Velasco Kirgulen. For the degree of Master of International Studies, Sarah Elizabeth Allen. Emma Louise Chapman. Alexia Dimitriou. Muyun Gan. Christopher Gordon John Lassick. Patrick McKinnon. Casey Nicole Moorcroft. Allison Jan Rickson. Kimberly Irene Smith. Christopher Sweeney. For the degree of Master of Political Economy, pass with merit, Michael Scholes Cowell. Daniela Jozic. For the degree of Master of Political Economy, Ben Dharmendra. Denise Hung. Lucy Reynolds. Thomas Sebastio Rosario Freitas. Jeanette Sheridan. Prabhas Man Singh. For the degree of Master of Public Policy, Lynn Marie Ashpole. Nathaniel Robert Openshaw. Hoi Ian Tam. Gabrielle Therese Turner. For the degree of Master of International Security, Estelle Yunglim Lee. Sadyana Ristik. For the Graduate Diploma in Public Administration, Richard Beecham. For the Graduate Certificate in Political Economy, Monique Louise Retamal. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, Class 1, and Bachelor of Commerce, Sergei Pudilin. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors Class 1 and Bachelor of Science, Kaylin Enek Maas. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Advanced Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, Olivia Watson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Advanced Honors Class 1, Catherine Alexandra Cook. Victor Lam. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, Nina Walton Ubaldi. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Class 2, Division 1, Jessica Laverty. Neri Ralph. Navid Tofagian. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, Class 2, Division 2, Rhiannon Therese McKenzie. Madeline Margaret Woolway. Jessica Annette Yabsley. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Honors, Daniel Martin Abadi. Fadi Baghdadi. Matthew Paul Berry. Cameron Elliott Bruce. Oliver Charles William Carfrey. Jane Frances Day. Antonia Hudson. Stephanie Judd. Enoch Kenok Khan. Gina Marie Lamprell. Sorrel Palmer. Yulia Petrova. Alexander Redgrove. Hirahan Tirunavakusaru. Matthew Grant Hogden Toll. Hannah Veldre. Chuan Katrina Yui. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Rebecca Hannah Beard. Mariana Brigden. Caitlin Angela Cahill. Jennifer Ann Crilly. Claire Elizabeth Dawson. Nicholas Deecher. Freya Louise Dixon. Madeline Elizabeth Dowd. Trevor Fan. Brigitte Emma Feinberg. Sophia Martine Fowler. Vicky Hoin Fung. Yue Gao. Alice Gardol. Stephanie Generales. Alice Victoria Ellen Hermes. John Henry Heron. Anna Maria Hovacek. Rachel Ruby Johnson. Natalie Kelly. Emma Marie Marino. Helen Patricia May. Lydia McGrady. Claire McCauley. Fiona Jane McCaffrey. Patrick Declan Rice Meany. Anastasia Mihalidis. Georgina Kate Molesworth. Amira Nathan. Emily Julia Nathan. Alexandra Rose Nami. Thomas Juan Nguyen. Joseph Patrick Oliver. Thunbo Ong. Yingying Pan. Anna Pejovic. Daryl Patrick Sarza. Song Yik Zern Christie. Dominique Aaron Spolder. Sarah Jane Stevenson. Edward Alexander Stokes. Emily Claire Swanson. Stella Totorovic. Kim Min Tu Tran. Louisa Marlene Vopel. Jing Wang. Elgar David Stewart Welch. Yingtan Tanya Wong. Sarah Louise Worthington. Ji Yui. Phoebe Alice Yule. Zach Keelan Jones. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Sciences, Luke Bantatua. Vivian Poyawen Pang. Natalia Elizabeth Pollard. Anne Salinas. Nadia Superina. For the degree of Bachelor of Economic and Social Sciences, Honors, Class 1, Grace Erin Michelle. Claire Alice Power. For the degree of Bachelor of Economic and Social Sciences, Honors, Class 2, Division 1, Charlotte Louise Bromley. Caitlin Nadeau. For the degree of Bachelor of Economic and Social Sciences, Honora Joan Campbell. Hin Tong Tony Pang. Christopher Patrick Thomas. Bachelor of Social Sciences, Honors, Class 1, Edmund Charles Crump. Curtis Neal Dixon. Simon Whitcup. Meka Zailavsky. For the degree of Bachelor of International and Global Studies, Jessica Soraya. For the degree of Bachelor of Political Economic and Social Sciences, Harold Frederick Bransby Brown. Mia Mariah Ilias. Samantha Joanne Kwok. Timothy James Liu. Jessica Mander. Emily Claire Styler. For the degree of Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Honors Class 1, Thomas James Humphreys. For the degree of Bachelor of Liberal Studies, International, Ian Christoforidis. For the degree of Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Hannah Elizabeth Apthorpe. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Hannah Forward. Gotcha. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Honours Class 1, Division 2, Aisha Khalid. Thank you, Chancellor. That concludes the presentation of graduates at this ceremony. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to add my brief words of congratulations to all the graduates and their family, and I just wanted to say two things, really. The first thing is, I hope that our graduands leave today with at least two attributes we are passionate about at the university and the faculty. I think the first is a critical intelligence and a lifelong passion for learning. So whatever you do in the private or public sector, we hope you take those two passions with you. The other thing we hope you take with you is a passion for the public good. You've been educated at one of the great public universities in the world, and we hope you remember that, and you remember us, and come back to us, and help us offer those opportunities to the students who follow you. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. So congratulations, and best of luck.
Would those who have been admitted today to doctorate degrees please stand? I'd now like to invite members of the academic procession to stand and join me in saluting our newest doctoral graduates. Please be seated.
On behalf of our university, congratulations to all our new graduates, those graduating for the first time and those graduating with higher degrees. It is an honour for me to be conferring your degrees. I remember vividly my own graduation here 35 years ago and those of my children in this great hall. They are such special events in our lives. Before I introduce our guest speaker, I want to recognise three groups here. Firstly, our graduates. Secondly, your family and friends. And also, I want to salute our academic staff. What an exciting day it is for you, our graduates. Your graduation marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. You are stepping out into a new world as graduates of Australia's finest and oldest university. As you sat through this ceremony, I'm sure many of you thought about the past few years and the many hours you have spent on campus, attending lectures, tutorials, studying, making new friends, and hopefully enjoying university life. I'm sure you also thought about what is next, where to from here. Your minds are probably filled with questions and maybe even some level of anxiety about what you're going to do now. You, however, sit here transformed in the person who came to our university only a few years ago. The hard work and the intellectual and other challenges you have overcome prove you are ready for this new journey. Achieving a University of Sydney degree, and in some cases multiple degrees, is a considerable achievement and in many ways will serve as a passport to you for the rest of your life. You now stand ready to move on to the next stage in your life and pursue your dreams, whether they be to start your career, to change career, or to take on further studies. With your degrees in hand, you are our new leaders, with the capacity to be the leaders in Australian and the global society. Leaders are not just grand and famous. Leaders are those who are determined to live life boldly, with largeness of spirit and generosity of heart. That is why leadership is so often found in simple acts of self-expression. When, for example, we challenge a falsehood that has been advertised as a truth, or we call an injustice by its name, or when we go out to help another, or when we choose a career that is not just about making money but about making a difference. I hope you will use the knowledge and critical thinking you have gained here to be the doers, not the drifters, and that by your actions you will add lustre to your name and of this university. With Anzac Day tomorrow, I would like to share with you some advice from one of Australia's greatest wartime leaders, Sir John Monash. Many historians consider him to be the foremost Allied military commander of the First World War. Sir John said, "Equip yourself for life, not solely for your own benefit, but for the benefit of the whole community." For family and friends of our graduates here, what a proud day it must be for you. My youngest daughter is graduating this afternoon, and I know I will feel like shedding a tear when she walks onto the stage. However, of course, I'll have to control myself, as I would not want to embarrass her yet again. I am sure you will recall your students' long days and nights studying, their battles to submit assignments on time, to prepare for exams, their worrying about their results. You probably provided the hot meals, the teas and coffees, the editing skills, acting as a debating partner to challenge ideas, or providing a shoulder to cry on, all part of being a support team. Yet today that is all behind you as you share in this celebration of success. You deserve a big vote of thanks for helping your student along the way. The other group here who must not be forgotten and who deserves special thanks is our academic staff. It is those individuals who taught your graduates, who came up with exciting ways to share their vast wisdom, knowledge and experience with you, our graduates. Today we welcome our graduates as members of the University of Sydney alumni. You may be leaving the university campus, but you will always remain a member of our alumni family. This is a community of over 250,000 members. No matter where you are in the world, you can stay connected to the university and old friends through our global network. We do hope that you will remain engaged with the university and will return to the campus again and again, whether it be as a friend, a parent, a teacher, a benefactor, or a student, or just simply to reconnect with your experience here. Finally, I would like to personally wish you every success in your careers and fulfilment in your lives, and of course, good luck. And it is now my great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Professor James Derderian. Professor James has just recently joined us as the new Michael Hintz Chair of International Security Studies and Director of the Centre of International Security Studies here at the University of Sydney. Professor Derderian received a Bachelor of Arts with joint first-class honours in Political Science and History from McGill University and was a Rhodes Scholar to University of Oxford, where he completed a Master of Philosophy and a Doctor of Philosophy in International Relations. Professor Derderian was formerly Professor of International Studies at Brown University and has been a visiting scholar at Copenhagen, Harvard and Oxford, a visiting researcher at MIT and a member of the Institute for Advanced Studies at Princeton. Most recently, he was awarded the 2011 Bosch Berlin Prize in Public Policy Fellow at the American Academy in Berlin. There's no doubt you have been everywhere. He is also the author and co-author of 8 books, with the most recent being Critical Practices of International Theory and Virtuous War, Mapping the Military-Industrial Media Entertainment Network. He is the author of numerous journal articles on international theory, security and politics, and also popular writings on war, technology and the media. Professor Derderian is also a documentary filmmaker. He has produced and directed 3 documentaries, including Human Terrain, which won the Audience Award at the 2009 Festival dei Pompoli in Florence, and his most recent documentary, Project X, the final global event, which premiered in November 2012 at the DOK Leipzig Film Festival. He comes to Sydney with his wife, Catherine McCarthy, and their dog Walter, who has just been released from quarantine, so I think they're all very excited. So it was with great pleasure that I introduced Professor Derderian. We're very much looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Chancellor. A butterfly beats its wings in the hour between dog and wolf. A black swan, or here in Australia, a white swan, glides by. A cat appears, simultaneously alive and dead. The first zombie, one of a herd to come, is spotted in a remote village in China. One after another, reports come in. something nuclear, chemical, biological, seismic, climatic, epidemiological, asteroidal, a sinkhole, or maybe even a black hole, fueled by fear, amped by rumor, spread by networks. The isolated incidents cascade into a global event. This might sound strangely familiar, or just plain strange, like the flapping of a butterfly's wings that can take place in the South China Sea and lead to a typhoon in Queensland, or defying conventional wisdom of the time that the 17th century discovery of a black swan in Australia could be used in the 21st century to understand how unexpected events like the 9/11 attack and the 2008 financial crash can be explained, or that in a recent Swiss experiment, two subatomic particles traveling 11 miles apart could communicate with each other through quantum entanglement, or what Einstein once called spooky action at a distance. Or more likely, you heard that Brad Pitt, whose film World War Z opens in June, is our last best hope against the coming zombie apocalypse. Now, what do these events and ideas possibly have in common? Probably none of them showed up on your final examinations, although they do come from the best-selling books of the last 5 years. That's because these ideas, although they relate to scientific actions with profound social effects, although in the case of zombies it might be a pseudo-scientific action, they do not easily fit into any single discipline of the social sciences. They come from chaos theory, complexity theory, quantum theory, and zombie theory. Yes, there actually is a zombie theory. I teach it. They stand in sharp contrast to the closed systems and linear models of explanations in which every effect can be traced back to a single cause. They operate in a world that seems to function in a very different way from the predictable, explainable, and quantifiable methods of traditional social science. The world is full of the nonlinear and the emergent, random and unexpected, multivariant and multiversal events. In other words, the world has become weird. So, what does that show us? Well, it demonstrates that we live in a very different concept of space and time than our ancestors. I actually wrote our ancestors, but I crossed it out and said many of our ancestors, because obviously different cultures have different experiences of space and time. Nonetheless, once upon a time, and think about that concept for a minute, although don't think too hard, you've graduated, so you don't have to. But think about historical transformations that once stretched over centuries. The longue durée of the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the Middle Ages, the Industrial Age, that then shrank into memorable years, 1492, 1789, 1914, 1945. Or at best, multiples of years, the Thousand-Year Reich, the American century. Post-1945, global events come faster, and in shorter intervals, shifting from years to months to days, the famous 13 days of the Cuban Missile Crisis, 11/9, the fall of the Berlin Wall, 9/11, the terrorist attack against the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, or 11/8, the Wall Street crash. Now, these are all complex events. Complex events come with multiple causes. But today, I want to present to you that one stands out, more so than the rest, as the conveyor and catalyst of rapid change. And I'm speaking of digitized, networked global media. Now, from its origins in the 1940s, when Claude Shannon first came up with numbers theory, when transistors were invented, the first computer that fit in a room probably about the size of this hall, ENIAC, was built, to the accelerated takeoff in the 1990s, where we first saw packet switching, personal computers, HTML, and the internet, of course, producing the World Wide Web. The information revolution has outpaced, outlasted, outperformed just about every other comparative social force, political force, technological force for change. Collapsing space and time, the information revolution has produced the interconnectivity, the ubiquity, the simultaneity that put global into media. We're not living in an information age. Rather, we are experiencing every minute, every hour, every day what the media theorist Paul Virilio called the information bomb. Now, just wait until quantum computing takes off, which I'm proud to say will probably happen in Australia and also at this university. Everything's going to change even faster. We need to recognize and understand, then, the capacity of global media to produce a moving image. And I use this word moving in both its senses. It elevates images, sentiments of fear and hate, but also of love and empathy, over discourses of ideas, words, of course, but of interest and power. And that the speed of transmission, with real-time being the gold standard now of global media, matters as much as the content. The global networking of multimedia in the theater, television, computers, iPads, smartphones has become unstoppable. It's produced a fire hose of information, of images, that is truly beyond national and perhaps even beyond rational control. Evidence, I think, of this can be found in a public attention deficit disorder that seems to leave little time for critical inquiry or a deliberative response to the most pressing global issues. Now, for the moment, the West might enjoy an advantage in global media, but the rest, including fundamentalist terrorist groups, non-governmental organizations, anti-globalization activists, have tapped the political potential of networked information technologies. Celebrity diplomats like George Clooney, Angelina Jolie, and others use and are used by the media to magnify, to multiply their influence on the global stage. Few, of course, have risen to the notoriety of the famous NBA basketball star Dennis Rodman. What was he doing in North Korea besides staging a global event? But what is a global event? As was once said about another powerful, highly visual, seductive phenomenon that is difficult to tag with a single universal definition, I speak of pornography, we know a global event when we see it. In the change of a channel, the click of a mouse, the blink of an eye, the global event is constantly phase shifting. It phase shifts in space and time, from here to there, then to now, fiction to fact, insignificant to cataclysmic. Swarming like bees, flocking like birds, entangling like quantum particles, events merge, diverge, and self-organize into recognizable patterns. And then, as the news cycle winds down and the media spotlight moves on to the next event, it all phase shifts back to the original state, absorbing the energy expended and the entropy spent. The news hole appears as a black hole. This is why we must turn to chaos, complexity, quantum, and other weird theories to understand how networked media elevates and connects the local into the global, how it records, relays, and represents the global event, and how it does so much more than that, acting as the transmitter, but also the trigger of how we respond to the global event. Now, this might not be the kind of feel-good topic that one expects at a graduation ceremony. But as once was said about war, you might not be interested in it, but war is interested in you. It can also be said of the global event. Old security threats endure, new ones are emerging. Whether triggered by climate change or regime change, resource scarcity or weapons proliferation, a failing state or a successful terrorist, a viral bug or a computer virus, the global event, even when it happens on the other side of the world, will, thanks to global media becoming to your neighborhood. And maybe we can feel good that it's likely to come to Australia a bit later than the rest of the world. Now, what does that mean for the social sciences and for all of you? The students here who have worked so hard for this degree, the parents who have worked so hard to support them while doing the degree. What does it mean? Well, no worries. You can see I'm trying to fit into my new home. I'm trying to adapt as much as possible. I'm convinced that this degree is still highly valuable, but it's not sufficient. Teachers and students alike need to take up a new challenge. To make theory, and not just theory, but to make theory and media worthy of the global event. We must learn how to fight fire with fire, media with media. This is where I do my shameless plug. The Center for International Security Studies is retooling to meet these new challenges. It means working with a fantastic group of colleagues, practitioners, students, inside, but also outside the social sciences, in media and communications, the geosciences, information sciences, public health, and yes, quantum physics, to investigate these new global events, to do it in a timely manner. So we've reorganized into 4 research groups: biosecurity, geosecurity, infosecurity, and global security. We've adapted new approaches that are transnational, transdisciplinary, transmedia. And we're setting up a unique global first response website, staffed by some very smart people and students are smart too, who will do what no news media, think tank, or single discipline can do: anticipate and react quickly to global events with critical, theoretical, and practical analysis that can be disseminated on multiple media platforms. Not just the refereed journal article, not just the book, which is still and are very, very important for spreading knowledge in depth, but as events move so quickly, if we are to have any impact, we need to move quickly with our ideas and frame these new global events effectively, efficiently, and in a nonpartisan way. I think we can produce practical knowledge and global interest media. We have to provide an alternative. I think the university cannot shirk its responsibility to produce knowledge across the spectrum on multiple platforms. This, I think, is the task that I've taken on as the new director. So come and check us out, and once we get up to speed, come listen to our podcasts, watch our documentaries, better yet, help us make those podcasts and documentaries, and get involved in helping us frame global events. Finally, I don't wish totally to break from the tradition of the commencement exercise. I would not wish you to leave the University of Sydney without at least one personal word of advice. Be safe, be happy, beware of the zombies. Thank you for your time and attention, and congratulations to all of you.
I'm sure you'll all join me in thanking Professor Dadurian for his wonderful speech today. I think he's proved absolutely why we're so fortunate to have him as our new chair of the International Security Study and the Michael Hintz chair as well. So we really are grateful for him joining us. And isn't he absolutely right about the impact of new technology and communication on our world today? It is absolutely extraordinary, and that is what our new leaders here today are going to have to face and manage and communicate with. And so let me finish by saying thank you all again for joining us today, and congratulations, and thank you again, Professor Dadurian.
The formal part of the proceedings has now been completed. The Chancellor and Fellows of Senate invite the graduates and their guests to refreshments, which will be served in the quadrangle. The academic procession is about to leave, and the new graduates are invited to join the procession. I'd be grateful if visitors would remain in their places until the procession has left. Would you please stand?